When I learned to drive, people used to come here. They would watch me and their eyes were warm on my back. Now everything is a coffin. The air around me is a coffin. My body's a coffin, and so on.
Now they don't come by anymore. They don't watch me, except for the woman behind the blinds in the antique shop, who may not be watching at all,
Who may not be a woman,
who may not be a person.
may not even be alive. When the police come, people scatter.
Nobody has a permit. Nobody who comes here is supposed to.
I didn't have a good relationship with my parents.
You light a cigarette in the seat next to me.
My father would smoke, so I would too.
That's no excuse.
But we all learned to drive here.
The first time putting my hands on the wheel, the first time to turn on the blinker, the first turn,
There is comfort in routine. Driving's routine.
the first stop sign full of bullet holes,
Smoking is routine.
the first time ordering food at a drive-thru, the first time parking,
Teaching someone to drive, however, is not a routine but a rite of passage.
the first time running a red light, the first time smoking a cigarette.
When I was 15, my father taught me to drive here.
I am 15 and you're teaching me to drive.
He put his hand over mine on the wheel.
You're a backseat driver.
He reminded me to check my mirrors.
You always remind me to check my
He
mirrors.
would cough up blood in the passenger seat. He learned to smoke from his father.
You make the car smell like soot and I hate it.
And his father learned to smoke from his father, and he learned to smoke from his father, and him from him, and him from him. It goes on and on.
I tell you to stop smoking in the car.
When I was young, I deluded myself by opting to chew tobacco.
I am afraid because I crave that smell. It reminds me of my grandfather.
But then I noticed the highways crossing each other, twirling and doubling back. I saw how in the end they all went the same direction.
So what was the use? I spin the car around and you tell me to stop. You say we look like criminals waiting for sunset.
It's inevitable, immeasurable, spectacular curses.
I pray for the dark. I want this to be over.
I feel like I'm failing you.
I want to leave and run and go somewhere that feels new. I want to feel the cement under my feet, the warmth it still holds from the setting sun.
Maybe it's your fault I'm failing. I couldn't think of a good word to say if I tried.
I get out of the car. I think I'm running now. Running into the night. You don't follow me.
I feel like somehow this is your fault.
I stand in the middle of the parking lot. Nobody is there and it's dark. I see you in the car, the smoke dripping out into the night air. And I realize I'm alone. I open my eyes. I see the highways and the buildings and how they light up in the black haze. I see how the cars are all headed to different places. Home or school or someone else's home. The grocery store. I feel the gravel under my feet, the air on my skin, separating sweaty strands of hair from the back of my neck. Everything is so silent and I feel safe. I stand there, you watch me, and we don't move.
We both learned to drive here.
We both learned to drive here.